Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ampersand View, part of ICE 365 content series on marketing excellence. Ampersand View is a permanent fixture at our content series on ICE 365. And that's when I invite one of the members of Ampersand, our 2,000 members strong community for networking and knowledge sharing. And today I'm particularly excited to be hosting Katie Di Stefano, someone with whom I have developed friendship both on a professional level within Ampersand, but actually also personally over the last 18 months. Katie, welcome, and thank you so much for accepting my invite. And let's get to it. So during the many Ampersand speakeasies in which you participated, and thank you for your engagement, you have really been a very outspoken supporter of creative and more out-of-the-box approaches to marketing, but also really the voice of the younger millennial customer. So what really annoys you in the marketing strategies that gambling companies still apply?
Well, first of all, I'm very honored to be the voice of the millennial customers, and I'm very, very happy to be here to talk with you. I really appreciate Ampersand. Well, it's well known that there's a lot of stigma around online gambling or gambling in general, but online gambling is regulated and legal in many places, and it annoys me that we as operators don't teach the players more about how to gamble in a safe way. I talk about this a lot, and I know there is a demand for a community from the players, a community for online players to meet and talk about online gambling. And for some reason, operators don't really listen to this. They keep their players apart. And I think there annoys me a lot that they don't create Facebook groups where players can talk and operators can help, like customer support, where it's more open and players can actually learn, about bonuses and how stuff works. I think there could be WhatsApp groups for VIP players with special campaigns, Reddit and Discord communities with special offers and tournaments. I think there could be more presence on YouTube and Twitch channels where operators themselves can teach about KYC, payment method, game reviews, information about RTP, and responsible gambling. I mean, why just let the affiliates and independent content creators do that information on the online web when we as an industry actually know how it works? We should make sure that the correct information is out there.
So it seems like you're advocating for kind of more of a direct engagement between the operators and the players. And just really building on this, where do you see opportunities that the industry is missing when it comes to that younger player engagement, and whether that's product or marketing?
I see a lot of missed opportunity in the online world in general. I mean, sponsorship on esports teams or advertisement with mature content creators on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. There's a lot of them out there, and there's stuff that can be done that operators are currently just not doing because they're staying in the shadows still. We shouldn't. But then to engage the younger players, I think we need to make it more social. Even though we are online, we don't want to feel alone. As humans, we naturally want to feel like we're part of something all the time. And there's a lot, I think, that slot games can learn from video games. Why not create social audio rooms where players can talk to each other while they play? I mean, the ideal option would be to share screens, but we're not there developing, yet. So why not just do audio chat rooms? Discord and Slack and many others are now moving over to voice, as is the next big thing for communication. I also think doing things over Zoom is so easy. So why not create a Zoom for your players? They can opt in for a tournament where you as the operator stream the whole thing, and they win the whole pot together as a group, who opted in. And that the operator can share later on as, content on their different sites. And it also help players feel like I'm representing this brand, I'm part of their community, So there's a lot of things that they can do there that I don't think they're doing currently.
And again, building on this, and maybe looking as well, perhaps outside of the gambling sector, can you kind of expand on those more creative and innovative ways to market to younger players?
I miss a lot of like brand personality online. And that doesn't mean like in the old days where you had to have like an old character that said hello and had a name or something. Like something that brands are doing right now outside of the gambling sector is just jumping on anything that's viral. So, for example, if we look at NBA, Formula One, Tinder, Amazon, and McDonald's, they're all very active in the comment section of TikTok. They're not creating the viral content themselves, they're just in the comments. Like currently, there's a girl right now that is viral on TikTok because she sarcastically makes logos for other brands. So what Amazon and McDonald's and everyone is doing is begging this girl to recreate their logo, their iconic logo, and make it horrible. And then when they put it on their official TikTok site, players or the customers are jumping on it because they feel like these brands are modern, they're in the inside joke, you know, they're part of the gang. And I think more operators in the gambling industry should do that as well. There's a lot of things that can be done from us. We should also have more presence in video games. For example, in the game NBA, you can create your own stadium. You know, they have preset logos, but there's no logos from gambling operators. If you want that, you have to upload it yourself. And I just think there's a missed opportunity there because there's a lot of brands. There's also the option of creating metaverses, like what Carrefour has done, for example, outside the gambling industry. They've created a metaverse in Fortnite where you can go inside of their like metaverse store, and you can shop and you can do things. And you go there with your friends and it looks exactly like, you know, in a normal store. There are like pop star and rock stars right now that have concerts where they create their own metaverse, where players can walk with them together and you feel like you're part of something. You're there in that same chat room as the artist right now, and you talk together and you're there with your friends and you're going the same direction. And you know, operators can do the same thing there, create some kind of, you know, whether it be sports book or casino or bingo, whatever, have their own room. I wish there were more things there, you know. And one thing that I've seen that all of these successful marketing things have in common is that they're creating communities. Players are together, they're social, you know, whether it's for their customer or their fans, in this case, our players. And it's the same for me when I play slot games, you know. If I win, usually with my friends, you know, we have a projector from someone's online account on the wall where we play a slot game together. Those wins are a lot more fun than when I play by myself in the sofa, you know. It's just when we're part of something, it's something we remember. And that's what I think all operators should have in mind.
Fascinating. Now, back to gambling. You have consulted with quite a few customers and brands. And over the last few years, you've been working very closely with Hard Rock Casino and Resort, which is obviously a land-based group primarily, although with an online arm. What is your assessment of how these two sectors, or you know, that represent the two channels, understand and promote to the millennial customer?
To be honest, I don't think land-based or online really look at millennial customers. They don't do any difference in what kind of age group a player is. They do marketing in the old-fashioned way, and that's TV and affiliation, which unfortunately isn't very including of the millennial players. So I think there should be a switch in the focus of acquisition right now than to retention, because the players we have right now, they are the ones who are also going to bring in their friends, you know. And we should have bigger budgets on CRM and VIP, because right now those are struggling in many operations. But again, it's just very, very old fashioned in how they do it. And unfortunately, there's no one is using the data of millennials only. It's like if you have a VIP group, you look at the VIP group, not the millennial group, you know. I don't see land-based either having any presence in esport or social media. So, I mean, again, it's just in general, no one is doing it.
Well, that's the time we have, but thank you so much. It's been really fascinating to hear you talk and kind of again bring the different perspective. I really appreciate it, and thank you as well for your engagement with Ampersand. We're moving slowly from digital to real life. So see you at the next show, I suppose, or perhaps on Zoom at another speakeasy. Thanks so much.